the hooker. Hooker. It's not as if you want to check her, test her, you know. Hooker. You want me. As per no, wait now. You are the man. Me, I should not be kissing her, and then we'll be kissing you two together. Now what? I beg. Shift. I'm in a relationship, yeah. I'm taking.
Very single.
In a relationship fairly recently. Yeah.
Single.
Single, very much so. Yeah, nah, I'm single, bro.
Yeah, it does. Matters because I don't want a woman that half the city's been with. That's a lot. No, not for me.
I think for women, it really doesn't matter. But if it was the other way around, I feel like it would be a big deal if it was like a higher number than they expect. But for me, no.
Not really, to be honest. I mean, I've got a fairly low one, so I used to feel, I wanted to get out there and see what's what, but after doing it, I guess, a little bit, it's having friends that have had more experience than me, it doesn't seem like it's all it's cracked up to be. And being with someone that's got a higher body count doesn't bother me either, it's not really.
Yes, body count matters to me.
Oh. It depends, because the truth is that body count, damn. If you don't ask, like, you don't really need to know. But if you come and tell me when I didn't ask you, come and tell me when I did, your body count is not like, let's say, around that 100, please go and test yourself. I can't, no. Go and test yourself. I can't do it. It doesn't really matter, but if you tell me when I didn't ask you, then can't get tested. Thanks. Get tested.
Yes, it matters, because I'd like to know how trustworthy a certain individual is before getting into a relationship with them. Not necessarily saying that body count measures trust, but I feel like who you sleep with speaks a lot for who you are as a person. And I feel like a lot of the time they can be a direct reflection of you. So that's why it matters to me.
Well, yeah, if it's... That's basically the same question again, isn't it, really, in a different packaging. I don't know my wife to have bare men under her belt. That's peak. No. So yeah, it does matter.
No, I'm not too fussed. People have lives. It's just how it is.
Okay, wait. If it's like hundreds, like if we're going into the hundreds, I want to understand why he's gone through so many women. Like, why wasn't he satisfied with that person? I don't know. I would want to know why, but it wouldn't be something that would break us all. it wouldn't affect anything. But I would just want to know why.
Like I said, I would expect it to be me. If it's not me, then she's probably not my wife. So yeah, that's my my view on the matter.
See, there's love. Then I don't know. See, when your body, we will know before we get married. So the truth is that I won't ask you personally, but before we get married, I have to know because I'm about to carry disease. Like highest, yeah. If I really, 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 really love you, then maybe because you don't have disease, I'll pull through. Not the one that will go to party and all the women you slept with inside the party. It can't work. I can't do it. I don't know how I don't know how I'll feel. But if you know you're smart, unless you're the women they're in different places, they can never come together. Then we feel now. It's not.
Who you choose to reveal yourself to sexually, or you have sexual experiences with, is a direct reflection of who you are as a person or your character, in a way. So I feel like there's no way of kind of isolating the two. So for her to be my wife, I feel like there's an element that would play into understanding that a bit more.
To be honest, I don't know how much I can comment on that. I guess that's a cultural difference. I wasn't aware that was a thing. I know that some men are more or less bothered. I didn't know there was a black-white divide in that. I didn't know about that, so I guess I can't really comment.
I feel like black men just are very proud people. So when it comes to the woman, they want to be seen as pure.
To be fair, black men have higher body counts than women. Argue with your mirror. Let me argue with your mirror.
For me, I feel like black men, they're just very proud people, and they use that as an excuse to feel like, oh nah, like she's done too much, she's been around, she's with man them, but then they'll be with 500 body counts, but their girl will be 10, but like nah, she's been around.
Speaking as a black man, and me personally, I just think it just makes her look a little more tainted, like damaged goods, as it were, used goods. You know, you don't want to go shopping and get something that's already been used and brought back. So it seems like, so, yeah, you want to fresh out the packaging, yeah, read.
You can actually sleep around with different women and then you're increasing their body counts. But some black men will come and say they want their wives to be virgins. Is it crack? Why would you want your own wife to be a virgin but you're sleeping around with other women, or you want your wife's body count to be like 3, 4, but your body count is like 100? Are you mad?
Again, culture has quite a lot to play in that, in the sense that for me personally, the way I was raised in like a strong family, so I know what that looks like. But I also feel like historically, systematically, the black family has been under threat from quite a lot of forces externally, which is why I think men can be a bit hypervigilant when it comes to these areas, particularly black men.
There are porn stars that are married, so it doesn't matter. There are porn stars that are married, so don't come here with your baby, oh my girlfriend's body count is high, so I can't marry her because you're mad. If your own is high and her own is high, then it's equal. But even what's this spoil?
Correct. Women are very sexual.
I think, yeah, women are just as sexual as men, and their body count is free to be as high as they want it to be. But for me, speaking from a personal perspective, I think it's something that is significant, and that I would require quite a level of transparency regarding, because I understand I'm not gonna. I don't know. It can come across as insecure, but it's more. It's less insecure and more. More trying to protect what you're wanting to get into.
Yes, they are very, very insecure because How can your body count be high and you're complaining about the woman's body count being high? It doesn't make sense. Like, I actually respect men that don't care about body counts, because if you really care, then it's crack. I said it before, it's crack.
I feel like I said, it's the pride thing. If you're insecure, it's because of your pride, and you just need to understand that we're all human beings and we all have needs. Simple.
Yeah, women are very sexual creatures, I guess, but it's just the whole, you don't want to know that your woman's been here, there and everywhere. She'd lay down with Tom, Dick and Harry. I mean, that's my thoughts on it, really. Perhaps it's, it's a bit of insecurity, I said, probably.
It is insecure, but I feel like for a relationship to work, there has to be a certain degree of insecurity there. Not insecurity, but a certain level of trust. Let's put it that way. A certain level of trust. If someone who is my wife to be, and it isn't necessarily forthcoming or transparent about these things, or again feels a certain way about how high her body count is, I feel like, yes, body count speaks a lot, and it's not something that I think. Sorry, I'm not answering the question here.
Because why are you complaining? Genuinely, why are you complaining? Because your body count is high, her own is high. But even most times, her own is not even as high as yours. Your own can be 100, her own can be 99. It's still different. It's one. It doesn't matter. You have to accept it. You're insecure. If that's it, then you're very, very insecure. Go and pray.
Okay, I'm gonna read the question again here. Women can be just as sexual as men. Their body count can be as high as they want. Men who care about that are insecure. Yes. Yes, they are insecure. I mean, that's the truth. Because I feel like, to an extent, there has to be a certain level of trust going into any relationship. And whether you want to call it insecurity, whether you want to call it, in this day and age, hyper-vigilant.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I don't know how much else I can say about that, to be honest. Yeah.
Big man say a lot of people walk around and they're trying to refuse it's insecure. It is insecure. And it's okay to be insecure. And that's the thing I think we've got to really acknowledge here. In that, a lot of men walk around thinking, no, I'm a dude, I ain't insecure. But, yeah, you are insecure, bro. And it's okay. It's okay.
Someone that's funny, someone that finds me funny, that always helps. Someone that's nice, someone that's a good person, someone that I'd like as a person, obviously being attractive helps, but if you like them as a person, that helps with that as well. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder and all that shit.
Well, I'm already taking, so there's no need for any of you to enter my DMs, but just in case.
For me, I'm just looking for someone who's genuine and loving, caring. I like sensitive men. I like someone who can show the feelings, who's not afraid to cry, but also I know, I like a guy like that. I like a guy that can be affectionate and can just have feelings, and also caring, obviously driven, and I don't know, tall. Tall. I'm a tall girl, so I need a guy that's tall.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Because it's almost like, I don't have a list. I think for me, I like to get to know someone's mind. If I can understand how they think, I think it's a good way of being able to see whether our qualities align, or whether there's things I can learn, or there's things she's better at me than So there's, I think once you understand what's in someone's mind, you can really then break it down. Because I think a lot of people are quite prescriptive with the list. They've got to have a car, a job, these things. But I think a lot of these things can't be measured in a way that's true for the whole duration of life, because if you intend on spending your whole life with this person, you know, they could develop certain tendencies later on down the line you didn't realize were there from the start. So I think if you're quite prescriptive, there's a huge risk of that happening, of you being caught off guard. Whereas if you go off of, you know, how they think, how they process things, you're probably better at being able to predict their reaction to certain things and being able to be in a strong kind of sturdier relationship, I guess.
You need to be tall. Okay, you actually need to be that tall, to be fair. I'm not really into like tall guys, but then just be taller than me, because why are you shorter than me? Be taller than me. And I said be good looking, but it doesn't really matter to me because due to my history. Well, everybody's beautiful in their own way. Let me not talk. Everybody's beautiful.
What value does she hold? What does she bring to the table? How can she improve me as a man? What are her goals, ambitions? That's what qualities I'm looking for, really.
Yeah, you have to learn how to keep your mouth shut, because men know how to promise shit. You make promises that you cannot keep. Why are you promising? Yoruba men, if you're Yoruba, you're watching this thing. Yoruba men will be making empty promises left, right, center. Please, don't make any stupid promise to me. I would just say what you want to do. You don't need to say I promise. You don't need to promise. You really don't. Oh, and also be very ambitious. You can't come to me and say, oh, because my dad has a big company, I know I'm going to take over, then you don't care about school. Darling, care about school. Be ambitious. Have a plan for your life, because I have a plan for my life. And if you're not planning ahead, then I'm sorry, I can't be with you. That's how we now give birth to children. We don't have plan for the children. Children just come. Nothing to do after. I beg. Have plan. Thank you. That is all. Just that. Simple. It's not too long.
Yes. My parents have been married for 27 years and they've been in a beautiful, loving marriage. Obviously, I don't know the ins and outs, but what I see is very beautiful, and even till this day they laugh. You can hear them in the bedroom laughing. It's just a beautiful thing to see, and I'm so lucky that I've been around something like that, and if there was bad times they did show it to us.
Is my silence deafening?
Yes, because it's the most. I think for me personally, it's the most important decision, or one of the most important decisions I will make in my existence, because I feel like I've seen it work and I've seen it not work more often than I've seen it work. So I would like to try and make it work as best as possible, because I feel like if you have a good marriage, your life will, you know, very good. It will be very good.
Yeah. One day I'd like to be married, yeah, with a woman I love and want to have a family and a future with. So I guess it would be important to me. Depends, am I in the right mindset for marriage? Am I ready for marriage? Don't know.
You have to get married in this life. Maybe it's because of how I was brought up, because I know that there are people that don't believe in marriage. They just want to live life as it is. But to me, I have to get married. I come from a Nigerian home. If you don't marry, they will disturb you till you die. You didn't marry. Your little sister is married. Your little brother is married. You've not married. You have to. I'm not the first. I have to marry before anybody. That's just it. But yeah, I feel like marriage is very, very important, because you're just getting closer. Although there are people that nowadays, they have children, they live together, they're not married, everything is going on as... I mean, that's practically marriage to me. It's all about having companionship, if that's the word. But yeah, just being with someone. But the title of marriage is just sweet to just say, that's my husband, that's my wife. Because you might just be there, that's my baby daddy, that's my baby mommy. It's not sweet. It's not as sweet as husband. I'm not going to be anybody's baby mommy. I want to be a wife. A wife. That's just it. My marriage is important. Just... Even if you don't want to marry, just try. You can do it and divorce. At least just marry. Just marry first, so you can have time to smooth. Then you can go after. It's alright. It's okay. It's fine.
I mean, it's important if they're married or not. In terms of me being married, not at the minute. You know, it's not something I'm desperately looking for. Maybe one day my thoughts will change. You know, I'm not in any rush to get married, to be fair. So. At this stage in my life, no. Maybe someday. Depends how the world's looking in 5 or 10 years' time, or whenever it is that I'm in that sort of position. I definitely want to be financially stable and set up in life and all that stuff, which I'm not at the minute. So maybe eventually, not right now.
Yes, I want 2.
Yes, I do want kids. I want 2, accidental 3.
Apparently, some people say they want 2. That's when you now give birth to, let's say, triplets on your first go. Or even sextuplets, that's 6. So. But it's 2 I want. By God's grace, it will be only 2 that they will give me, because I can't have like 6. You need money. You need to save money for yourself. Too many children, the cost is too much. The fixed cost is a lot. These school fees, clothes, their well-being, their food. If you have like 2, then you know it's only 4 people you're feeding in the house. But if you have like people that have plenty children, they have plenty money. That's just it, because it's life. Can't do it too.
Yes, I want a boy, then a girl, then twin boys, then a girl. Yeah.
Yes. I would like to have kids, but again, if I get the marriage thing right, definitely. Because I think, again, bringing someone into the world is something that's perhaps not always intentional, let's put it that way. So I would like to be intentional with this decision.
It's not something I've ever encountered, or probably will. But I guess it's a cultural thing. I don't know if I can really have opinions on that. You know, it's not for me to say, I guess.
Well, where I'm from, we don't really have this kind of thing, but is that like your daughter's worth like 5 goats and a couple of cattle and a few hens and stuff like that, right?
It's in my culture, but it's just, I don't really think about it. So for me, I just find it's like, why are you paying to get paid for me? Like, you're paying for someone. That makes no sense. Yeah, I don't have an opinion on it. It's just very outdated, I feel like.
You know, I've heard people that say that they don't want their parents, they don't want bride price on their name because it feels like they are selling their child. But see, we are 3 girls. My parents are collecting bride price 3 times. Let's say bride price. My parents are collecting bride price 3 times. I want you to pay, because it just shows that. Well, I don't know if it shows it. Well, I'm leaving my parents. I don't know why this is such a Nigerian mentality, but apparently, like, when you get married, the wife is leaving. I don't know whether the husband is not leaving his parents, but the wife. Okay, maybe it's because of the surname. You're changing your surname, so the wife is leaving her parents into the husband's house.
I think I can see its significance historically. It's and its intent as a very good thing and as a gesture of appreciation and as a token of gratitude. But nowadays, it's not that. So I don't agree with the concept today. I would rather put it towards something that we both can benefit from. Perhaps that's a mortgage, or maybe investing in some shares for the future. Because I think, again, nowadays it's become very much it's become too judgmental, in the sense that it's become a measuring stick for people to see what you can afford, or to see what you're worth, or what your worth is.
I can't change my surname for free, darling. You gotta pay. You gotta pay. I'm gonna change my name everywhere. My, what's it called, passport, my everything. I'm changing my son. I know there are people that don't want to change their surname. Don't drag me, please. But I mean, I'm changing my surname. You might as well pay for me to change my surname. My bride price has to be very, very expensive. You know, has to be rich. I have to spend plenty money, because my mother did not spend 9 months for you to just come and give me one goat and say that's the bride price. No. Plenty things. Very important to pay.
Seems a bit primitive, a bit ancient, that kind of thing, really, innit? And that should be obsolete. We're in 2020, man, not 1020. Jeez, you know what I mean? We're in biblical times here. God.
I feel that's a bit old-fashioned. With equality and all that. I feel like that shouldn't really have a place in the world. Whether it still does, I don't know. But yeah, not a fan.
Women have sexual needs, and nowadays, like, we are liberated and we can do whatever we want as women. So being a virgin is, if you want to be a virgin, be a virgin. But I don't think it's something that, I think before it used to be like I'm a virgin, like it used to be like a pure white, I'm virgin, but nowadays you can do other things and still be a virgin. So are you still pure?
Are you? See, most women are actually not virgins anymore. This is the 21st century. I don't really think anybody's a virgin anymore, let me be honest. If you're living with your boyfriend, you're not a virgin. There's nothing you're gonna tell me. If you're, I don't know, most people are no longer virgins. And then this thing about being a virgin, I don't think it's a requirement like that anymore, because it's true that you never really know. All that virginity test P is fake. It's not, you can't really check whether someone is a virgin. And then for people that don't have hymens to check, you would know. But the truth is that I don't think it should be a requirement, because in this world, many people have either done it because they want to, they were under pressure, or they were raped. Okay, so imagine the babe was raped and she's no longer a virgin, and then you say because she was raped, she can't get married. It doesn't make sense, actually. So it's, some people are not virgins by choice, but some people are not virgins by chance, because it wasn't their fault. They just aren't virgins anymore. Some people, they were forced. Some people, it was under peer pressure. They were just like, oh, let me just go with it. Let me just do it. And then I don't think, I don't really like that statement of you have to be a virgin before you get married. Like, I know it's good. In the Christian world, you should be a virgin. That's it. You're not supposed to have sex before marriage in the Bible, normals. But if you have, I don't think that should be a reason to not get married, because you might get married to the person that you actually lost your virginity to. So, I mean, you and the boy, this is another problem. They said girl. Why must the girl be a virgin? Why can't the boy be a virgin? I don't understand. The boy would have slept with the whole of Nigeria. The girl would just sleep with one boy. But they'll say because she's not a virgin, she can't. Nah, man, that's not nice. They actually need to stop this stupid olden days mentality. It's actually annoying. It's annoying. Disagree.
I don't think it bothers me if she's not a virgin. I think if she's not a virgin, it means that she's had a bit more experience and kind of knows what she's doing. Hopefully by that point she's ready to get married. Yeah.
Truth is, it doesn't matter how I feel about it. It's whether I know the truth or not. I'm probably not going to get anyone pregnant before I'm married, so I don't feel any type of way about it. That ain't happening.
How do you feel about this? You know what, yeah? To me, I believe that if you get a woman pregnant, you should marry her. Why is your coming out? Why did you come in now? Why? Because some people are actually trying to be safe, and then you just come and spoil the whole thing because you want a child, and then I beg. Well, to be fair, if you do that without her permission, you should pay extra bride price. I've never heard this before. I agree. I didn't send you message. You girl came to come inside me because you want child and I don't want. You will pay money. You will pay for me and the child. If that child is not a girl, it will be worse. Me and the girl. That's two bride price you're paying now. You're going to marry the two of us. But if it's a case where like the girl says she wants a child, blah blah blah, that's on you, girl, because they're going to pay just your bride price. But I mean, if your parents say that they want, you too as the man, you went to go and agree. You did not know who our parents were before you agreed. You will pay it. I like this thing. I beg. I'm going to let me even slap it.
Again, the woman knew what she was doing, so why does the guy have to pay extra? She was in the party. Like, I don't understand. Again, very outdated. Not. They both knew what they were doing. Protection is out there. If you got pregnant, it was both of your faults.
It's a bit tight, that, isn't it? If you get pregnant, you ain't gonna marry her anyway. What, was that an extra goat or something for the baby or something like that? What? Again, it just seems obsolete. It seems an extra goat. Alright. That's what it is.
If it's like that, then there's no problem now. Nah, they want to be paid. Just come and mistakenly make me pregnant. You will pay extra. I'm not saying this is another problem. They said girl. Why must the girl be a virgin? Why can't the boy be a virgin? I don't understand. The boy would have slept with the whole of Nigeria. The girl would just sleep with one boy. But they'll say because she's not a virgin, she can't. Nah, man, that's not nice. They actually need to stop this stupid olden days mentality. It's actually annoying. It's not. It's annoying. Disagree. If it's like that, then there's no problem now. Nah, they want to be paid. Just come and mistakenly make me pregnant. You will pay extra. I'm not saying anything.
As damages. That's a good way of putting it. I don't know. It seems maybe a bit harsh. I mean, it's probably going to happen anyway if you're getting married, you know, so...
Loyal. Honest. Patient. A little freaky, you know what I mean?
You have to have, well, being ambitious is still one of it, because you might have a job, but you might want to plan ahead. Like you might want something bigger, because there are some girls, Nigerian girls, they are smart too. You think that they are just seeing this poor boy and they are following him. They know that he has a plan. They know that something big is coming later. So I feel like if you have like a plan ahead of time, you know what you want to do in the future. Because we're staying in the small house first, then want to move to the mansion. Because some Nigerian girls, they were born with a golden spoon, not even silver, golden. They can't come and be living with the bronze man. No. They want to go back. They even want you to be bigger than their fathers. So you need to be ambitious. That's one. Two, you need to be loving and caring. Don't beat. Don't even be. Don't get too angry. Don't hit. I don't want when you're like. I don't like when you're too angry. The anger will be making your body shake. You need to be calm. You need to relax. Cool down. You just want to be relaxed and be taken care of. That's it. You need to calm down. That's the second one. The third one, we need to agree on things, because I can't say I want children and I say you want 6. It can't work. I'm sorry, but it can't work. Then what else is there still? Yeah, we actually need to agree on things. And then the home where I came from, the man took care of the family. But I wouldn't mind taking care too, but you have to have the mindset that you are the one taking care of the family. Do you get what I mean? There are women that are very independent and strong. I agree. But me, I'm not the breadwinner of my family. I'm sorry. You're gonna be the one. But we can do things together. No problem. We'll take our family together. But you just have to have the mindset. Have the mindset that, you're gonna take care of the family. I think once you've done that, we should be ready to get married. Serious? Yeah.
Sense of humor. Good sense of humor. That's got to be compatible. I'd like them to be a good person. I don't know if you could probably split that into maybe 2 or 3 more qualities, but nice person, does nice things for people, is kind, generous, giving, that kind of thing. Someone that's attractive, someone I find attractive. 4. I don't know if there really is a 4th. Let's just go with those 3.
Communication. Someone that's very driven in life. That's 2. Serious partner. I want someone that can make something out of nothing. I don't know how to say that. So we have like £1 and he can make it into something. I don't know what that's called. Whatever quality that is, I want that. And again, I just want someone that's just very caring. A caring person, a loving person. Yeah. That's all in one. The caring and loving, that's the one. So that's 4. So then we'll go back. Right. What did I say again?
Honesty, they have to be a Christian, they have to be educated, and they have to be caring. Simple.
Put them straight in the bin. They can fuck right off. Nah, I'm not hanging around for that kind of thing.
What are you doing? She's not my wife anymore. Okay.
Of course it happened. So asking him and him denying it is just, it's going to piss me off even more. But I would ask him and I'd be like, I've got this and this and that. What is she to you? And I'll probably just leave. I don't like drama. And yeah, again, it depends on how serious we are as well, and how, I can't really say until I'm in that situation, but I would want to just leave because I don't like drama.
Man, I'm out of there. Look that. Scratch that. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. Out.
As per you cheated on me. I'm about to run mad. You cheat on me. My partner, I don't think I've ever had a relationship where they really cheated on me. So this thing will pay me. Oh my god. 4 months ago. You cheated on me 4 months ago. And you've been sleeping with me 4 months ago. Oh, I don't know how to vex for this thing. Wait, you plan to meet. Then you slept together. As per. You've had sex with another woman under my nose. And you came back to me. Because I'll run mad. I don't even know what I'll do, but I'll run mad. You see your things, they'll be outside. I don't care if you pay for that house, you're fucking leaving. Your things are gone. What? Wait, I need to process this thing. Wait, you slept 4 months ago. You slept with another girl under my nose. You plan to meet that girl. You see, me, I have to fight the man first. But sometimes the girls, they don't used to know. But if you knew, I swear for you, God. Next question. I can't even, next question. I can't do it again. It has broken my spirit.
She's perhaps not my wife anymore. Just because, for me, I can't deal with people that aren't trustworthy. Like, I'm not gonna entertain any of that in the slightest. So, that's it.
Honesty, communication.
Can she cook? Can she clean? Can she No, seriously. That's actually more difficult than I thought it'd be, this question.
Communication, honesty.
Love and support. Because we guys communicate. I just want to communicate. Anything that's bothering you, let me know. You know, tell me about it. You can't just get angry and then you're not saying anything and then you're just angry. You're building up all the you're building up all the anger in you. Just communicate. Tell me when something is going on. Tell me when you're sad. Tell me when you're angry. Tell me when you're happy. Then love. I want pure love. I don't want fake love. I don't want half love. I want real love, pure love. That I can see it. The whole world does not need to see it, but me, I can see that. Yeah, you love me. But if you come and be, baby one kind when we go outside, then when we're inside, you're forming love. It's a little bit way. Just love me. Just really love me. Then support. By this support, I don't just mean sit down and say, yeah, okay, sure. Encourage me to do things. Support me when I do things. I have different things I'm doing in life. Just support. Do you get what I mean? Like, don't just sit down there, because there are lots of times I just want to give up and I actually need somebody to help me. And if you're not the one to help me, then you might as well just be going back, because I don't really need you anymore. I need support in my life because I'm very, very indecisive and I need help. So, support, love, and communication. Very important.
Again, same things I said before. She's loyal, patience, and honesty. That's three things. She can't be none of that. Then what is she? Just trash, really. I mean, without that, what? No better than an animal.
And I feel like
compromise, honesty, and education.
I don't know this one.
Getting along with each other. Doing things together, not letting things get boring. Pretty much that, I guess.
And understanding of each other.
Them cheating on you. That's as we established.
Cheating, abuse, physical, mental, all that. I'm not an advocate for abuse, like, honestly. When you slap me once, I'm gone. If you like, especially the emotional abuse, like the ones that, oh, what you're wearing, or like, oh, babes, don't you think this is a bit too much? And when they do that a lot, and like they're always trying to control what you're doing, and you need to really sense that really quickly and leave. But for me, it's top one is abuse and then cheating.
If you cheat, infidelity, do I look like a dickhead? That's a no. That should be on most people's thing, unless you're in them open relationships. That's a different thing then. But no, man. Me only. I mean, it's not help yourself here. It's not buffet. It's not a buffet. I mean, jeez.
So women would get slapped and still stay. So I can't do that.
Maybe it was an accident.
How do you accidentally raise your hands and slap me? Like, you saw your hands go up and you slap me. How do you accidentally? Like, you can accidentally fall because you didn't see that coming, but you saw your hand come into my face and you want me to stay. I'm sorry, but abuse is not the one. Guys, get out.
Like I said earlier, lack of transparency. That's the biggest thing, because it leaves room for lies to kind of fester, and it's just not a relationship. It defeats the whole point of you being in one. Let's put it that way. You might as well be in an open one.
I've gotten this question a lot of times, but I've never really been able to answer it properly. Because I would say cheating, but when you enter the clownery class, the class of clowns, you tend to accept cheaters when they apologize. That is it. So I don't even want to say cheating because I know as a fool that I am when it comes to relationship, I can forgive you at least once, which is not meant to be. But a relationship deal breaker, I don't know how to explain this properly, but I'll say stress. Because if you stress me too much, I just can't do it anymore. I have other things. I have school, I have work, I have other things to think about in my life than to be on top of your matter. You come and you be having mood swings every single day, or you be getting angry at every single thing I say. Once you start stressing me, you're gone. Like, at this point, that ship has sailed. Don't come back. Just carry your stress and be going. Don't bring your stress to me. I don't really like it. So I think I'll say stress. Because cheating is stress, so let me not lie. But get as that one be. It's not really... Fools, don't trust me. It's clownery, I know. But I'll say stress because I can't be in a relationship and I'm stressed out. I can't. Don't stress me. Don't stress me.
Put it on a plate, then maybe would I be a fool to say no? Would I ever get that dream again? But then, if she gives it up on the first date, you might question her integrity. Like, bit quick to drop them panties there, really. I mean, what's that about? How many other guys have, you know? Yeah, that's what I think. No, so probably not, no.
Why not? If it's a good vibe.
Nope. No. If you're the man of my dreams, you wait till I'm married. You wait till we marry. So, on the first, I mean, there are people that have sex on the first date. I'm not saying anything, but me personally, I wouldn't do it. I feel like it'd be so weird. Like, I'm just meeting you, and then we'll not just go to the room. Like, it's so weird. I personally feel like it's just so weird to have sex on the first date because I'm just meeting. Like, I probably don't even know your name. Probably don't know who you are properly. I've probably forgotten your surname, and I'm having sex with you. That's weird. To me, it's very weird. It has never happened before and never will. But it's just really weird, like sex on the first dates. I know you're the man of my dreams, but I mean, if you're really the man of my dreams, as you say, then you will wait for me till I'm ready to have the sex. If you force me, then you're not. You can be going. I don't want to do no more. Jackpot, I've gone. That is it. Thank you very much.
Nah. No, mate. Sorry. No, it's definitely not happening. Actually,
Sure. Maybe. I mean, I might be a bit nervous to do that. Maybe I'd want to take things slow. Just to get to know them first. Maybe not. Depends how the date is.
nah, definitely not. Just because I'm a man of morals, you get me. I'd like to take my time. You lot that know would know, huh?
I don't think that's sexual assault. I think it's sketchy. I think it's a scumbag move, but I don't think it's assault. You know, people. I like to say people like that get figured out for what they are, but they don't. They get away with it. So no, it's not. Shouldn't be illegal. You're a dick and all that, but nah.
You agreed. It's all agreements. Like, if she did not agree to it, I understand, but she fully agreed to it, so I don't understand what the problem is. If she's a grown woman and she's of age and she consented, he should not be arrested. You should have taken the compliments and gone. You didn't. Who told you to go sleep with him? No one. You did it yourself. So no, I don't agree with that.
I'm gonna dumbass. No, they shouldn't be arrested for that. How can you get arrested for using your masculine charms to satisfy a basic human need and nature? Right? It's not like he forced her to do it. Did he hold her down? It's not rape. I'm sure that's not rape or anything like that, or harassment. He didn't touch her. That's not. No, you shouldn't be arrested for that. Who comes up with who would think that? What about when women chat up men as well to get what they want? What, a free meal, a new Gucci belt, fuckery like that. Yo, is that what's that? Larceny? What's that? You know what I mean? Swindling them out of goods. Nah, they shouldn't be arrested. No.
No. Men who compliment women and are nice to them. This question is very, very. I don't think so. I'm a woman. I don't think so. Because they're just being nice to you and they didn't force you to have sex. You agreed to have sex with them. Like, I get it's a little bit manipulative, but it depends on what exactly they are saying as nice. Because if they're just complimenting you and telling you you're pretty, your body is nice, this is nice, you're the one that agrees. I feel like, yeah, you're the one that's agreeing to have sex with them. And unless they were actually being very manipulative about it, like, oh, let's just get down, let's just do this, you know, I like you, da 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 da, then that should be a little, that's a little bit of sexual assault. Because sexual assault doesn't start from when you actually force your dick in her, trust me, it starts from your mouth. So I get that there are some things that boys will actually say that's like a little bit weird, like they'll be manipulating you into having sex with them, okay, but some guys are actually just being nice, and then you're getting the wrong impression, and then you have sex with them and they agree, and then after that they tell you they don't want anything to do with you and you get angry and say they forced you. They didn't, those men. But they are the ones that, I know, they will be telling you, baby girl, let's do something, let's get some things down, let me show you something, let me take you to my house and give you dinner. Don't go to their house, it's a lie. They want something. But then they're the ones that actually just genuinely being nice, and you're the one, if you look at it now, you're the one texting them, can you come over, can you do this, can you do that? I know they're the ones that are annoying, but they're actually some that are naturally just being nice, and then you're getting the wrong impression. Then they tell you after the sex that they don't want anything again and you're angry. Calm down now. It's you that called them.
I agree with that. Just because I feel like, again, women are being sexualized quite extremely. And I feel like compliments in the purest sense are now being taken as you being seedy when you're genuinely giving compliments. And that's coming from, a society where women, again, have been hypersexualized through, from birth right the way to, to them growing up. To the point where even boys, their experiences with women and their interactions are usually kind of towards one goal. So I feel like if it's a compliment in the purest sense, then no. But if it's, again, in the society we live in now, then perhaps.
What? Why? Why would you be...
Why should women just cook and clean? I don't understand. I don't understand it. I do not get it. Why would women just cook? We're in the 21st century, for Christ's sake. If you're still trying to get a woman that can only cook and clean and you go and work, then you're not ready to get married. That's the truth. Because I grew up in a family where my mom works. And she still cooks. For my dad, I mean. But she still works. Like, that's why me personally, I'm someone that when I grow up, I want to work, but I still want to be cook because I enjoy cooking. So I'll still love to cook for my family and all that. Don't really like cleaning like that, but men shouldn't just be the only ones working. There are houses where men don't work. It's the woman that is the breadwinner. So I don't know why you come and say, men, it's not easy to get job. So whether you get job as a man or woman, let it be. You can't come and be saying, my wife will sit down. Sit down at home and do what now? What's she meant to do? Watch TV, watch new series and come and give you summary. No, she can't do that. She has to work, she has to earn money for herself. And when 21st century, people should not be thinking like this. It's not good. Don't be thinking like this. This time has passed. This was in the Stone Age. Not even like in the Stone Age. Don't be thinking like this anymore. It's not. I feel like women should work and men should work. Women are independent. We can do stuff. What a man can do, a woman can do too. So don't think because you're carrying brick, I cannot carry brick. I can carry it. Because you're fixing the TV, I can't fix the TV. There are women that do it. Darling, you're not the only one. Women can work too. Don't be saying women should cook and clean. Men should cook and clean. They should also clean and cook. Join. Men should learn how to cook. It's not every time the woman cook for me. If I'm pregnant now and I'm tired, I don't want to cook. You cook for me now. This you allow. You cook for me. So don't come and be doing women should cook and clean, and everybody is mixed. Everybody should do everything, to be fair.
Not really. Yeah, no.
But we're in 2020, man. A woman should work as well. She should make her own money. And suppose a woman's sick and can't get out of bed to cook and clean. What are you gonna do? Just sit down and order Kentucky every day or something like that? What? Nah. It's not an important thing.
I don't think so. I think you should just be who you are, and if the other person likes you for who you are, then that's all you really need. It doesn't need to be some sort of man does the job, women does the cleaning sort of thing. You know, just do what you want to do. Help each other out.
I think no, because again, society is changing in a way where if you're to kind of speak traditionally, the roles of men and women are very, very vague. In terms of definition. Traditionally, women stay at home to look after kids, but a lot of women I know, particularly my mom, work very hard for the family and to provide. So I feel like if you're to kind of bog down and sit and really prescribe a role for each individual relationship, you won't necessarily succeed. But if you have like an alignment of goals, like I mentioned earlier, that's a lot more effective than prescribing gender roles, because I think that's more collaborative, and it goes kind of a long way to allowing the relationship to work better. So for me, traditional gender roles aren't important at all, because I feel like they're too prescriptive.
I have my preferences.
Oh, this is a deep one.
I guess so. I mean, if you're together with someone, you're not just with them, you're with their family and friends in a way. If their culture means that you're not welcome or whatever, they've got other rules for that relationship, then that's going to put strain on things. So yeah, I mean, there are some scenarios where it might not work out because of family or friends interfering or expectations placed on you or them. But I've not really had an issue with it, so yeah.
Yes, I'll be real. Yeah, I prefer black women. Yeah, it's just what it is.
Ooh. Well, it's not important. It's not like I must marry a black man because I'm black. But then I would want to marry a black man. Not that I must. But yeah, I don't think people should look at it like, oh, you can't marry a white man because you're black. Because who doesn't want mixed race children, darling? They look beautiful. But I feel like it's all love. There are lots of couples that are mixed. There are lots of people that are mixed. So it just depends on how much you love the person. If you meet the person, you can relate with them very well. You guys can have conversations and actually understand what each other are saying. Then, I mean, it is what it is. You do what you gotta do. If your parents disagree, because I know some hardcore parents, let me not talk, I won't mention names. that if you're black and you bring a white man home, there's a problem. Why are you bringing a white man home? But when you have the mixed race children, they will like it too. They will want to touch their hair. They will want to see how they are. But to bring the white man, but I don't think that's right. I feel like whoever you love, you love. God brought you to this world for a reason. God has a man for you. And if your man is white, will they not stop you? You will elope, carry your box, they go. Have court marriage. Nobody will stop you. You can, in fact, if you know your parents at that type that tell you can't marry someone from a different race, carry yourself, have court marriage, then come and tell them that you've married. It's not hard. You can actually marry other. I love me personally. I love mixed race children, but it is what it is. My boyfriend now is in white, so. But you know, such is life.
I think if it's right, it's right. But I like black women. I'm joking. Cut it. Let's do that. That comes off as dismissive to every other race. I don't want to narrow my chances here, but I already narrow as they are. So if I answer this one,
I feel like family members get involved, and that's what complicates things. Like for yourself, you might not care, but then your uncle said that these people from this place are not good, and then your mum be like, yeah, so it's the people around you that complicate things. But you marry whoever, be with whoever you want to be with. Don't let anyone's opinions and judgments of them change your mind.
I would say yes, because it kind of speaks for how your lives will integrate. So I think a lot of people forget to think about how your family is going to interact with their family and how family gatherings are going to function as a whole. So I think ideally I would marry a Zimbabwean woman, but that's not to say I will.
I thought that sounds like a really good wife. Feminist. Maybe there's just, again, I feel like the men are scared of that. They feel like it's a bit too much for a one woman to have, and again, it's their ego. They want to be the man, and if a woman is successful and she's got God on her side and she's got everything, they'll be like, wow, okay, why do you need me? So I think it is the ego, and they feel like they're not needed, because men want to feel needed, and if a woman don't need them, or they think the woman doesn't need them because they've got all this, then I think that's why men like shy away from them, because it's too much.
God-fearing, God-fearing. Since when I was a feminist, she could be an atheist. She could be an atheist. So feminists, why feminists not classed as wifey material? Depends what kind. If they're all for women's rights, something like that, yeah. But it's when you get these raging feminists that are out of control with these illogical. Oh my God, some of them are out of control, right? And you can say what you want if you're a feminist and get upset by this, but yeah, it doesn't mean you're not wifey material. It's just how extreme are you with your feminism? Is that even a word? But yeah.
Who said they're not? God-fearing, successful, hardworking, independent women. I mean, did you listen to all the see all the what's called that they call this woman God-fearing, successful? Now I don't know why they shouldn't be classified as wife material, because that is wife material to me. That is wife material. You're God-fearing, you're successful, you're hardworking, you're independent. I mean, there's some independent women that, you know, these feminists, the ones that have gone over the board, that they'll say, I don't even need a husband anymore because I'm independent. And I feel like when feminists say that thing about not wanting a husband because they're independent, they are, I don't know if to say they're being sexist, because I don't know if to say sexist, but you can't just say you don't want a husband because you're independent. Are you trying to say that you actually needed a man? A woman that's not independent needs a man? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, a woman that isn't independent yet should find a way to be independent. Not that because you're independent and you don't need a man.
I don't need 10 bags, but I have the 10 bags because I want it. So the woman wants the man, but she doesn't need him. Like, the woman just wants a relationship, but she can do fine without him.
Nobody needs a man. You don't need a man for anything. You can do everything by yourself. You just want companionship. It's that simple. You shouldn't be scared of companionship. You just want somebody by your side. Not necessarily because you're not independent, then you should have a man. Because what happens? You can spend the money by yourself. Highest, if he wants to talk, you talk back to him. You have the money, I have the money. Not to spoil. But you need a man by your side. I feel like everybody just needs companionship. Not necessarily. Like, you just need companionship. You need somebody to be with you. So you don't just say, oh, I don't need a man. So I feel like these kind of women are very, very, this wife material. Proper. You know, your child, when you will now grow up, let's say the man is not that much of a Christian like that. At least the woman will remember, let's go to church. Let's pray to Jesus. Do you get this is wife material, I beg. What are you telling me? This is me, amen. In future, it's me.
Well, depends on who you're asking, right? If you're asking me, then definitely are wifey material. But again, societal standards have ostracized a lot of good values in recent times, where it's a lot of these things can be viewed as too traditional or too archaic, when in principle they help to kind of establish a basis for the relationship and the foundation for it to thrive. That's not to say everything should be taken literally, but I think there has to be an element of understanding kind of cultural significance of certain things and why, particularly the why. So I think a lot of times these women might not perhaps be as good looking by definition as that's a lie. Cut it.
I have no idea. I guess maybe it comes down to the insecurity part. Maybe that's something to do with traditional gender roles. Men with ingrained perceptions on how a relationship should be might be intimidated by a woman taking more of the man's role in things. Yeah, that's a shame if that's the case.
I don't really care. I'm not someone that really cares about my friends dating my ex, to be fair, because he's my ex for a reason. Like, he's your ex for a reason, so why are you bothered? For fuck's sake, you're getting married. You're getting married. You have the love of your life in front of you, and you're worried about your ex. Like, are you really over that ex? Are you really? Even if you're not getting married, I don't even think it should be a problem, because you're done. That relationship is done and dusted. So I don't see why you're stressing over that boy that's your ex for a reason. In the past, you're stressing when you have a man in front of you. You're stressed. I feel like it makes no sense. Personally, I know that there are people that get pissed off because their friends are dating their ex and whatnot, but the truth is that he's your ex for a reason. Everybody is someone's ex. The man you're dating is someone's ex. And you don't know if tomorrow you and that person will become friends. And then you'll find out later that he's the person's ex. Like, it doesn't really matter, to be fair. You're getting married. You're getting married. It's your wedding day. And you're bothered about your ex. Let that friend... Highest, if the boy did you dirty, and that friend was the friend that was, telling you, giving you advice. If she wants to complain to you, just tell her, the advice you gave me, use it on yourself. Because... I don't know why you will see the problem I went through and you want to enter, put yourself inside. Please go for it. Have fun. You watched me have problems and you're entering. My dear, have fun. Enjoy yourself. If he might be your husband. He might be her husband. You don't know. He might not treat her the way he treated you. Yes, obviously, it's a little bit sad where, like, the boy treats her better than he treated you. But it is what it is, man. You're getting married to somebody who loves you. Because I don't think you'll get married if the person doesn't love you. So, I mean, let it go. He's your ex. Your ex. That doesn't really... You can't be doing that. He's your ex. You can't be caring. It's not important.
Depends how they go about it. I mean, you'd like to think yes. I mean, if you're about to get married, why would you care anyway? I mean, you might be a bit like, why didn't you say anything? You'd think you'd give someone a heads up about that kind of thing. But at the same time, you're with someone else, you should be over whatever feelings you used to have. I mean, obviously there's going to be history there, so it might feel a bit shit, but at the same time, you shouldn't care.
I don't really... If you ask my friends, I really don't care. Okay, let's go. Okay, depends. Okay. Let's be honest here. I wouldn't care, but I'll just be like, out of everyone in the world, you go for my ex. And again, it has to be like, what ex was it? Like, was it an ex that I went out with, like, when I was in high school, college, uni? Recently, was we going to get married, or was it my fiance? Do you know, like, it has to be, I need to know what type of ex for me to care. But if it's just like a uni or college ex, I wouldn't really care.
I'm getting married, then that chapter should be closed, really. What should really get. But then you might think, oh, was he preening the whole time? Were they chatting behind my back each time? That'll be lurking in the back of your mind, you know what I mean? But ideally, you should think that chapter's closed. If they're going to make each other happy, make her happy where I couldn't, whatever. Crack on. I'm done.
Yeah, like, I'm getting married. Like, why am I still thinking about my ex? If I'm still thinking about my ex, I shouldn't be getting married. Yeah. All right. What was that noise, bro? You know what? Nah, I done that.
If we haven't spoken about it, I would be very shocked. If it's something that's never been brought up, like, oh, babes, I want to have a threesome one day. If we've never spoken about it and he just straight up brings a prostitute or a hooker or whatever, I'd be like, send her back where she came from, because we need to talk about this.
I don't know where she's been. That hooker, that could be some mini 2-bit piece of street hole. What's that about? No, man. No, I'd like to be brought into the loop before she comes home with her. I don't know where she's been. Does she know where she's been? Have they already been doing a thing first before bringing her home? I don't know how long she's been involved with her. No, I don't think I'd like it, actually. I mean, I've had 2 women at one time, but that was different.
Spices. I'm on Maggi and salt. You want to spice who? Spice what? I'm not spice enough, right? You didn't even just come up with anybody. A whole hookah. On top what? Sex. You're not serious. It's as though you're not. I didn't do. 3 4 5. I didn't do. I don't want hookah. Do you know she has disease? You come up with a hookah. Hookah. It's not as if you went to check her, test her, you know. Hookah. You want me? As per no, wait now. You are the man. Me, I should not be kissing her, and then we'll be kissing you two together. That what happened? I beg. Shit. What do you mean by that? Oh, God, I should come and join in my relationship. We'll do threesome. All of us will be together. Now come and give us disease. Tomorrow you'll now complain when your child is now born with HIV. You'll be wondering how to manage. I beg. I don't want. What is this? I'm not doing. I'll react very angrily because he didn't even inform me. He didn't tell me that the sex was boring before he brought the hookah. Darling, they go. Back, you see, you and that hookah. Go and find another hookah. I'm joking. No. We have to discuss about this. No, there's no hookah entering my house. I can't have such in my home. I reject it. We can find other ways to add Maggi and salt to the sex, but it's not hookah. I can't do hookah. Thank you very much.
As a God-fearing man, not happening.
I'd want a conversation about that beforehand. That's not something you just sort of spring on someone. Not very well. I'd probably say no. Well, I'd definitely say no. Whether I'd say it that calmly, I'm not sure.
Men can't handle finding out they've been cheated on. Not in a way that other people have found out. And I'll tell you something else, very interestingly. The amount of niggas that take back their women after they've been cheated on, if no one else finds out, will stagger you.